Hello and welcome to the Hidden Gems Show. This is the show where we interview local business owners from around the world. Today's episode is a special one. It's the kickoff to season 2. And this season, we are taking you to Greece, but not just the Greece that you've seen on postcards, the one you haven't. Over the next 10 episodes, we'll be speaking with local business owners from across the country to hear their stories, their challenges, and what makes them a hidden gem. And to start us off, I'm thrilled today to be joined by Nikos, the General Manager of Marketing Greece, representing the private tourism sector, and who's behind many of the initiatives reshaping how the world sees and experiences this incredible country. Now, Nikos, I gotta ask you, Greece welcomed over 40 million visitors last year. So can we still call this country a hidden gem?
Hello, Safir. First of all, thanks for having us. To be honest, to claim that Greece, a top 5, top 10 global brand, a hidden gem would be a reach. So, but there's a but there. There's a very big but. While Greece has built this strong brand, this recognizable image worldwide.
Right.
We really think that many visitors only scratch the surface of what Greece has to offer. You know, beyond the star destinations, the best known Greek islands, the hotspots, there lies a lesser known Greece that has many mountainous landscapes, secret islands that no one from the international audience knows about.
Right.
That has to offer, many experiences, vibrant cities, and of course, living traditions, the intangible cultural heritage that no one speaks about. But when you're coming to Greece, you experience it live. So I really think, and that's our strategy also in discovergreece.com, our travel portal, and throughout our Marketing Greece projects, to shine a light on every facet of the Greek destinations, not only the star ones, but the hidden gems, as you've said, so that visitors can really experience the true Greece, the whole tourism product.
I love that because I think that there is a distinction, right? There is, maybe the Greece that everyone is aware of, and then, as you say, like the true Greece. And so, when you mentioned that there's still so much of Greece that's still left to discover, I think it surprises a lot of people because when many people think of Greece, the image that most often comes to mind, it's that perfectly painted white house, usually in Santorini, right? The golden sunset. But as you say, there is a whole other side to the country that doesn't really make it onto these postcards. So I'm curious, to know from you, what are some of the regions or cities that you think deserve more attention? And maybe more importantly, why do you think it is that we don't hear about these places? Or at least not as often?
First of all, you're absolutely right. The first image that comes to mind when an international traveler thinks about Greece is this church with the white chapel in Santorini with the sunset, with a great view, the amazing houses, with the blue doors and stuff like that. But did you know that we all know about the Greek islands? Everybody knows about the Greek islands. But did you know that Greece is actually the third most mountainous country in Europe? We have more than 70% of our land is mountainous. So you can understand the variety of landscapes that lie in our mainland mostly. That wait to be explored. We have bigger islands like Lesbos or Evia that are, they have amazing coastlines, beaches, their own traditions, their own culture, their own culinary treasures. We have cities like Thessaloniki, like Kalamata in the Peloponnese, an amazing region full of culture and gastronomy. Ioannina, which is one of our largest cities that lie in Epirus, in the western part of Greece, surrounded by lakes, mountains, traditions. Central Greece, of course. I can go on and on and on and on
Yeah.
about what international travelers do not know so much about Greece. And you asked, why don't we hear about them so often? I would propose to have our ears and our eyes open for
Yes.
campaigns and content, because not only we as marketing Greece, but many stakeholders in Greece, and of course many content creators and influencers in the social media area have begun, exploring this kind of destinations, because the travel trend is, to go to places that feel more authentic, to
Right.
avoid crowds,
Yes.
all the discussion that tourism has right now. So I would propose to the audience and to whoever is interested in coming to Greece to have their eyes open, to dig a little bit deeper, and they will be amazed with what this country has to offer.
I mean, I love that. I think Greece is one country where you can come back, 5, 10, 15 different times on different visits and still never get bored of the country. There's so much to explore,
and we have
so many different regions.
many loyal visitors that, we go to destinations and we meet visitors that they say, this is my 30th year in Greece, and I go to different places every year.
Yes.
So that's
incredible. Right. And also different periods of the year as well, right? I mean, I know a lot of people look at Greece as a summer destination, but outside of, that June to September period, there's still incredible opportunities to see different parts of the country that maybe even shine differently. And you experience a whole other side of the country when you come off season as well.
Yeah, of course. And we have right now a big increase in visits around September, October, and November. These are the best performing months in terms of growth in visits and in nights in hotels and stuff like that, because not only is the climate change effect, but also people that want to experience the destinations in shoulder seasons or off peak in order to have the best experience that they can have.
Absolutely. I mean, my wife and I we're planning our trip to Greece, and we're coming in mid-September, very intentionally avoiding that July-August period. We were in Athens last year in August. We roasted in the sun. It was way too hot, crowded, not the experience that I think we want to recreate, but we're really excited to come and see a different part of the country in a different time of the year, because as you said, there's just so much to offer in Greece. And so, really, really excited for that. But Nikos, let's shift gears a little bit now to remote work. I want to talk to you a little bit about why you think Greece is such a compelling destination for remote workers, not just for a vacation, but actually as a base for living and working.
Yeah. Let's put aside the landscapes, the culture, the history. I would to focus a lot more to the people part of the equation, the hospitality. Hospitality, and as we call it here in Greece, we have a word called philoxenia, which means that we are friendly to foreigners. So it's deeply rooted in our DNA, in our culture. So hospitality and the friendliness of the locals to newcomers, to visitors, I think it's essential, and it adds value to the potential remote worker or digital nomad that wants to come to Greece. And it's one of our USPs as a destination as well. Of course, we talked about the cultural heritage that translates itself into everyday life, into the way of life of the locals. So that's another USP for remote workers. That's another attractive aspect of Greece. We talked about the locations, and of course, two criteria that we think are essential for this kind of audience. And the one is the climate. We do have more than 250 days of sunshine in Greece. So I don't think that anyone can be disappointed in the climate that he'll meet here in Greece. And of course, we're still affordable compared to other Western countries in the cities.
Right.
I think that wraps it up.
I mean, it's a lot to love, right? A lot of reasons to come and to look at this as much more than just a vacation destination, but actually as an amazing place as a remote worker to come and set up a base there and to really enjoy the culture, the people. And, of course, we know about the great food. Everyone has been introduced to Greek gastronomy in some shape or form. And I think the consensus is that we certainly love it. We know about the natural beauty. Certainly, you talked about that. I didn't know about the just I guess the mountainous landscapes in Greece. I really wasn't aware
Yeah.
of that. So that's quite
We have
surprising.
we have many rural regions and villages that are perfect also
Wow.
for digital nomads, remote workers who are looking for a more peaceful environment in order to work,
Yeah,
authenticity. They're looking more for nature, in order to have walks,
exactly.
hikes.
Right, right,
So
right.
we really think that we have a great opportunity there.
Super nice. Okay. And Nikos, what kind of infrastructure and support systems are in place in Greece? So specifically, when I think of remote work infrastructure, I'm talking about co-working spaces, or what does internet connectivity look like? Or maybe you can shed some light on what the digital nomad and remote worker community in Greece looks like as well.
I think that right now the communities are on the rise. Uh, it's a dynamic that continues to grow from post-COVID, from the COVID era, and
Hmm.
afterwards, from 2020, 2021,
Right.
several communities in Greek destinations in Athens, in Thessaloniki, in Kalamata have been growing. So it would be great for someone to come here and experience this. It's very alive. It's growing. You would consider yourself an early adopter of this destination, let's
Right.
say. So the community sport is growing. They thrive. We do have right now very expanded 5G network. So I think
Awesome.
that the connectivity issues that maybe we had 3 or 4 years ago are not a barrier right
Okay.
now
Great.
for the visitors. Also, we have fiber optic networks in many, many parts of Greece.
Okay.
Although Greece has a very difficult geography, we have more than 100 inhabited islands. We have the mountains landscapes, the rural regions, so it's very difficult for the providers to cover all of this population. But I think the 5G covers like 99% of the area, so that's not a problem right now. We have a growing ecosystem in terms of innovation and startups. So,
Hmm.
as we know, remote workers and digital nomads do have a close relationship with entrepreneurship. So,
Yes.
I think that they will meet up very interesting startups here in an ecosystem that embraces this whole approach. And
Awesome.
last but not least, there are several events right now for this audience.
Hmm.
We ourselves in our endeavor with workfromgreece.gr, with our initiative, we have organized some digital nomad villages, some activations where we invited remote workers from abroad. There's
Right.
the Athens Nomad Fest for the second year this year in September in
Hmm.
Athens. Nomad villages, co-living experiences. Destinations are eager to invest in co-working places.
Hmm.
Whenever we go to destinations, they are asking us, is it an investment that is worth exploring? And they're really interested in this audience. And
Awesome.
we're on the rise. We're on the
Yeah.
rise.
Yeah. And there's also a digital nomad visa as well.
Yeah, digital nomads visa is here from 2021, I think, for 4 years.
Hmm.
It's an entrance visa, so it's for people who are not citizens of the European Union or the economic area of Europe.
Right.
So it gives them an incentive to work and live legally from Greece
Hmm.
for up to 1 year, 12
Wow.
months. There are
Great.
some prerequisites, like an income threshold
Hmm.
of 3,500 euros. The application process goes through the Greek consulates and the embassies abroad.
Hmm.
But for people who are already in Greece, like with
Hmm.
a tourist visa or
Right.
some other visa, and meet the eligibility criteria that Jeff mentioned,
Hmm.
they can apply for a digital nomad residence permit, which is a 2 year duration.
Okay.
So this
Wow.
goes through the Ministry of Migration and Asylum,
Hmm.
but it's a process that many tourists that are amazed with Greece, what Greece has to offer, are
Of
going
course.
through and decide to stay longer or even for years in Greece.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's fantastic. And, there's so many different pillars of the program, right? Between the digital nomad visa and then all the infrastructure around the communities, the connectivity. I think that there's, again, just a lot to love about Greece, particularly from the perspective of a remote worker. And, kind of building on that, we're really excited about our new collaboration between Marketing Greece and Global Nomad Pass. And so I think it was back in June that we officially announced our collaboration, but together we've launched this first of its kind nationwide program to reward remote workers when they come to Greece. And so the way that this works is that the first 2,000 travelers, either you're already in Greece or if you have proof of an upcoming flight to Greece, you can claim a free 1-year Global Nomad Pass membership, which is normally valued at $79.99, but you're actually getting it free courtesy of worksfromgreece.gr. Now, with this pass, you can unlock exclusive discounts up to 30% off at more than 75 handpicked local businesses that we have. And the great thing is, it's across 5 different cities in Greece. And so you can use your Global Nomad Pass in Athens, in Thessaloniki, in Chania, in Kalamata, and in Ioannina. And we're talking about all the amazing places that we usually have on Global Nomad Pass. And so within our partner network, you're going to find amazing cafes, co-working spaces, fitness studios, salons, accommodations, spas, and some really unique local experiences, all of whom are local Greek businesses that you're going to get the chance to support and discover some hidden gems. And so, like I said, we're super excited about this new collaboration. We've seen the momentum just in the initial couple of weeks since we've announced it be just off the charts, and there's a lot of interest. But Nikos, I'm curious from your perspective, what is this partnership all about? And, what type of impact are you hoping that it's going to have?
First of all, I have to express our excitement here about this partnership. Partnerships in general and collaborations and clustering up is in our DNA in Marketing Greece. So whenever we see something interesting, like a project, like the Global Nomad Pass initiative, we really eager to jump on the opportunity to create value, and that's in my view what we're doing here. What's the impact? What's this partnership all about? To create value on all sides, on the side of the traveler, of the
Right.
remote worker, the digital nomad, who can have some discounts and some help in order to discover local businesses and make his life easier for local businesses and the local economies and the local communities, if you say.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, the destination as a whole, because that's the way the destination becomes more attractive. The destination cares about the people that go there. It creates initiatives, it creates incentives. So people who are coming to the destinations that care about themselves,
Right.
they know that they would be cared for in the destination. So for us, giving back to the community, to the local economies is very important. Is a core aspect of our strategies in general.
Right.
We want all the parts of the equation, of the tourism equation, to be equally, in the value chain. So we really hope that this catches along, and we have many remote workers and digital nomads dispersed in those 5 destinations for now.
Yes.
And hopefully in many more destinations in Greece in the next years, in the upcoming years.
Absolutely. And I love that you said that you highlighted the importance of how tourism having a positive impact on the local economy is really a priority for you. And that's a priority for us too. It's kind of why we started Global Nomad Pass, is that it allows individuals who are coming as travelers to support local businesses. Because as we know, when you support local businesses, that's really the most surefire way that your tourism dollars can stay in the local economy and they can recirculate within that economy, right? As opposed to, when we travel and we support multinational corporations, there's a leaky bucket there, right? A lot of that spend doesn't actually stay in the economy. It actually goes offshore. But this is a really great way for us to really make sure that we're having a positive impact on the local economy, and that with that investment, you can reinvest in developing all that the destination wants to continue to invest and build and grow for the future. So,
Exactly.
like I said, we're really excited about the collaboration, and we want more and more remote workers to come to Greece, more and more travelers to look at Greece a little bit differently as well. And so if we want to bring this to life for our listeners, imagine I'm a remote worker who's just landed in Greece with my Global Nomad Pass. What kind of experience am I stepping into, Nikos? Like, how does this change the way that I would explore the country as someone who's actively supporting local businesses and really wants to become part of the community? I mean, any insights or perspectives you can share there?
I would say, and I'm not trying to, exaggerate, but I think that this enhanced experience through
Hmm.
the Global Nomad Pass, I think that it gives a chance to the visitor to travel with purpose, and the purpose has to do with the the easier way that the traveler can connect with the locals, and
Right.
that's not only something that remote workers want, but something that all visitors want.
Absolutely.
We see that the travel trends say that they want authenticity. They want to live like locals. They want to do what locals do. That's the way that you experience a destination. If you go to a destination to a gentrified neighborhood or something like that, you cannot see the different part that you want to experience in a
Right.
trip.
Right.
So I think that purpose is what we enhance when we
Mm-hmm.
give them this opportunity, and of course the opportunity to feel that like they are giving something back, as you said, local businesses handpicked by locals. So the local element is very strong in
Mm-hmm.
this whole project. So I think the sense of community, the flexibility, the ease of discovery, these are things that we have at our heart of Work from Greece. So this collaboration gives us the chance to enhance them even more.
Absolutely. No, and I mean the the local heart and soul of a traveler experience is what we try to recreate as much as we can at Global Nomad Pass, but that is why we travel. I mean, otherwise, if you didn't want that, then what are you traveling for, right? You travel
Yeah,
to connect,
exactly.
you travel to engage, you travel for authenticity, cultural immersion. I mean, all of this is rooted in having this cultural curiosity and wanting to engage with the local community. So that's exactly, really much, very much what you highlighted there. Well, great. Well, thanks a lot, Nikos. Really, really appreciate you coming on the show. If you're out there and you're listening and you've only experienced Greece on holiday or through Instagram, this is your sign to go deeper. And so in the episodes ahead, we'll introduce you to the passionate people that are building local businesses from mountain towns and coastal villages all the way to vibrant creative hubs all across Greece. And these are the stories that reveal the heart and soul of the country, the true hidden gems. So stay tuned because the journey is just beginning. And trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Nikos, Evcharisto.
Thank you very much, Safir.
Thank you.
Ευχαριστώ.
Thank you.
Bye.